Agents ask me every single week, Jeremy, how are you actually posting so much content while still running a real estate business? They think the answer is waking up at 4 a.m. or having endless motivation. It's not. Most agents are not inconsistent because they are lazy. They're inconsistent because they do not have a repeatable back-end infrastructure. Today, I'm pulling back the curtain on my exact manual content system and showing you the tool we built to completely automate the hardest parts of it without losing your actual voice. Let's get something straight. You are a real estate agent first, not a full-time content creator. But in today's market, if you aren't producing content, you're losing market share. The problem is, most of you are treating content like a hobby. You sit down at your computer, stare at a blank screen, and hope inspiration strikes. That is not a business strategy. If you rely on how you feel that day to post, your pipeline will mirror that exact same inconsistency. Here's the truth, you do not have a content idea problem. You're having real estate conversations every single day with buyers, sellers, and lenders. You have a content capture and execution problem. Let me show you what the actual anatomy of a single post looks like. It is never just hitting record. Here is the 9-step manual grind I've used to build my channel. And if you're having problems with your social media getting organized, book a realtor game plan call below and we can talk about all the options. I can walk you through these steps to make them make sense to you. But we can also talk about some solutions that I'll talk about at the end. Let's start here first. The first is a singular anchor idea. So what I'm gonna do here is you can go back through your emails, you can go back through your conversations, you can look through any conversations or questions that you have asked. There's also many websites, askthepublic.com, all kinds of different things. I don't use those typically. We have that now with AI. So for this week's post over here in actually Why Invest Wednesday, I'm actually going to come to here to a chat. I'm going to say I am going to plan next week's Why Invest Wednesday. Remember, this is the live version of my content. Can you come up with some ideas that we haven't covered that are affecting the Denver real estate market today? So I'm going to ask it the question. That's all I have to do. Nowadays with AI, so we'll see kind of how this comes out. But it will eventually pop up with information. So it's doing the searching for me. I saw my realtor board pop up there. I saw realtor.com pop up there, Denver government pop up. Let's see what this does. And full disclosure, I planned last week's episode up here. So we'll see if it pulls that in or if I should have started a new chat. Now, it's important that you understand that this is built out in projects and there's all kinds of things in the back end that we can talk about. If you're interested in learning more about that, or again, the all-in-one system, we'll get to that at the end. So here we go. Denver has 2 housing markets and one is getting punished. The core angles, the market's no longer dividing cleanly between buyers and sellers. It's dividing between homes that are updated and not. That's a pretty good one. Denver condos are coming back, but the rules are changing. Don't love that. Denver spring housing market ended in April. Denver has high inventory, but good homes still feel scarce. New construction is competing with Denver homeowners. I'm actually gonna pull this one in because I actually have a strategy that I want to do. So I'm gonna say, okay, this is the one I want to go with. Can you please start deep research on this topic? One thing I do want to highlight is the Lennar down payment assistance program that is allowing buyers to come to the table with $500 total, including a down payment, grant, and seller concessions for other costs. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna add in deep research here. It's going a little slow, so hopefully the prompt just does it. I do need to paste it. All right, so we're back here and we're looking through this, current market conditions. I'm always gonna talk about this. I won't ever speak the interest rates, but here they come. Especially because my videos are usually long form, like this one you're watching. For now, we'll show you the back end as we go. So it's walking through all of this, and it does talk about the Lennar deal, which I want to do. As an example, why the rate matters. These are good numbers. Like that it goes to significant advantages, what this means for sellers. Great. So I love this, right? It's an outline that I can go with. We're going to move forward with it. And let's see what it's saying. New construction is better than resale. It is not. Builders are forcing Denver sellers to compete on monthly payment, cash close, total ownership cost, not just price. So I love that. Okay. We talk about this. Okay, great. I love the talking points. Can you include a final script outline? Great scripted hook, as well as calls to action throughout to reach out, to comment your area. I can send you a comparison of resale and builder options where you want to be. So I'm just telling it, okay? Please also include a strong closing with the exact positioning you recommend above. So I'm basically saying, okay, here's this, go through here, edit it, right? All this is time consuming, it's a lot. So we're gonna go through that, it's gonna pop something out, and then we will have a script. As you can see here, fairly quickly, it's generating a script. Opening hook, boom. And what it did was it put it all in this section 1, got the bullet points, I love that. And then I can manually scroll through my teleprompter or my screen, whatever you have, and I can see all of this at once. Now, it's gonna take a little bit of time to get this all there. Has some warnings in there based on the research it did on Lennar. Since we're talking interest rates, I will also add a disclaimer. I'm not gonna have it add it right here, but I'll show you how I will add that. So boom, this is a great, I like to go 30, 40 minutes on my lives. So it gives me what I need to say directly here. And then it has my bullet points that I can work through manually. And then you'll see at the end, it comes back to a scripted end. Perfect. And then look at here, it has my comment area and will help you compare builder options. I'm gonna make sure that's in there a few times because CTAs are so important. So I'm gonna copy this here. And then I'm gonna come over to my content calendar. I'm gonna create a new one for Why Invest Wednesday on 7. I believe the date is the 22nd on here, so we'll just call it that. All right, we're gonna add a card. Now I want that script to be in here. It's going to say that it's too long, and I'll add it as attachment. It'll be here. So I'm gonna type script attached. My editors and my VA have access to this. So there are some others behind the scenes. I'm going to come back over to my chat. Great. Now can you help me with title and thumbnail combos? Remember, we will be doing Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok live. I will need titles for all and AV title thumbnail combinations for YouTube. Bam. We'll do that. It's going to give me a list of titles. See how long this takes. Again, like the time, right? It's a long process. Yes, recording the video is 30 to 40 minutes because I've done it a lot. However, when we're doing this, the creation piece is extreme and I have a lot of support. So, Denver sellers have a new competitor. Okay, how builders make new homes look cheaper. Like both those, we're gonna A/B test those. I always like to have the thumbnails say something different that's the same thing. It's important that it says the same thing, but you have 4 different spots for YouTube to provide text for the algorithm, so you might as well use it, and they shouldn't be exactly the same. Facebook Live gives me the Facebook one, and we're good to go. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna copy all of this, and I'm gonna put it right into this. It knows how long TikTok, because TikTok's extremely titles. I'm gonna come here, gonna have all those in there. Then I am going to say, great, can you help me with description / captions for this video for all platforms. Okay, so now we're gonna get the description, the automations as far as that goes. And for sakes of this video, I'm not like really going through and reviewing it, but please make sure that you go through and review anything that you're posting on social media, even if you have, a service that is doing it for you. So as you can see here, we got the YouTube description. All right, message me compare. So this is I'm gonna go down the rabbit hole mini chat on that one. So there we go. Looks a little better now. Boom, description for YouTube. Come over here, pull the Facebook one, put it here. Come down, pull the Instagram one. Put it here. And TikTok is in there. So I'm gonna come over here and find TikTok. Boom. So now I have all of that. Save that, because in Trello it won't let you do that. And then I'm gonna come over back up to my thumbnails and take these. I'm gonna go into a different category. And I'm actually going to try. I like how some of these thumbnails started looking. Perfect. So I'm going to say, can you help me create my next Why Invest Wednesday with these? I'll just say TN. With these titles and direction. We go here. I'm also going to pull in a picture of myself because that will help it go quicker. Because as you can see here, this is what it comes up with, and that is definitely not me. So I uploaded a picture and it added it in. So I'm gonna come over here, come into my thumbnails. Leave this here. Partially because my computer's not responding great. I'm gonna come up here and search headshots. So I'm gonna come over here and I'm going to find my marketing file. There it is. I knew you were there. Going to come into my headshots. And since I had that shirt on the last one, I'm going to come over here and find a different one. Please use attached headshot for the image. I need 2 separate thumbnail images. All right, so these are the 2 that it showed me. And they're both pretty much my brand colors, ready to go, have some thumbnail things that are built in. So I'm gonna go ahead and say, yep, those are great. I'm gonna download both of these images to my computer. I'm gonna come back over here and I'm going to add them as attachments. And we are done with those. Those are both very good. First try. Not always the case, but it is the case this time. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come back to here and I am going to create short form based on those 2. And what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna come over here and go back to my script that I'm working from. I'm gonna copy and paste that. I'm going to ask this. Attached is the script for the next Y Invest Wednesday. I would like to do 3 short form pieces. 1 that will be posted 24 hours before, driving people to the live, and 1 that will be posted after as a hot take and a carousel. And then I'm gonna paste in the script and I'm going to ask it to create that, which it will create that pretty quickly. So it has 3 projects. Obviously the stuff that's built in the background has my brand, my speaking style, and everything else built in. So that really helps make this a lot easier. If you're just using a new chat and it has no context, it's going to give you what everyone's calling the AI generated content. So as you can see, I'm creating my content with AI, but it's very much planned out, strategized, and I will be recording it. So it won't be, you know, the tough avatars that are out there. All right, so as you can see here, we now have the promo reel. It has my script, my main points, my CTA. Gives me some information about how to edit it, and so on. Gives me captions for the different platforms. Then we have piece 2. So I'm gonna come up here, built out my second piece, and I can use this, or I can just merely start with that, which I usually do. Facebook captions, Instagram, TikTok for that. Live carousel gives exactly directions on what the slide should look like. Gives how to design it, and gives the captions there. So now when I scroll up to this, I can come over here and close this out. I'm actually going to start a new one for shorts. Boom, the first one, the second one, the third one. Just make sure that this is the carousel. Yep, so we're good to go. Again, make sure you save it. This is going to be an attachment, so that's fine. And I'll just make a note for my VA. Shorts are in attachments. I can even hopefully change this one. So it's shorts, and this one, so it's scripts. Perfect. So now she knows what to do. I'll save that and we will be good to go. I always like to make the title the same here. That's not the right title. This is the right title. We'll do that and we can close out of this. So now I am fully ready to do that in a pretty short amount of time using AI. But now obviously I have to record. I would come into that area, copy and paste it onto my teleprompter, and we will be good to go. It's how I built my brand, but it takes hours. We haven't even recorded, edited, or posted. And it is the exact reason most producing agents quit by week 3. So what do most agents do when they hit that wall? They get lazy, they open up standard ChatGPT, type in write me a real estate post about buying a home, and they copy and paste the most generic, soulless garbage onto their Instagram. Let me be very clear. If your underlying strategy is generic, using AI just helps you become generic faster. The real magic in that 9-step system I just showed you isn't the steps. It's the brand brain behind it. It's your voice, your local market knowledge, and your actual real estate experience in the trenches. AI cannot replace your perspective. If you strip your brain out of the content to save time, the content becomes worthless. The goal here is leverage, not replacement. So that manual path is unsustainable if you're actually out there closing 30+ deals a year. That is exactly why we built HIVO AI. I want a system That is exactly why we built HIVO AI. I wanted a system that took the 9-step grind and condensed it without sacrificing my voice. So here we are inside of HIVO AI, and I just want to show you. It has posts I need reviews. If I come over to my content schedule, you can see here, they're right here. But I can also show you everything that's scheduled already to go and what is already posted using our alpha test on this system. So if I come over to scheduled, as you can see, I have multiple pieces of content, long form YouTube videos, carousels, another long form video, reels, shorts for YouTube, and all of the things. And this will go to TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at this stage. We're looking to build out more, as well as a listing platform here. But let's look at that process a little bit when I come over to content that needs my review. I can come over here. I see that this is generated here. It gives me the information. I can come down here and I can request a change, or I can approve it. I can see my script here and we'll be good to go. So then I click approve. And as we move through the process, through the content, HIVO is going to work on that, and we won't go too crazy into that, but then it will pop up into HIVO's creating content and then ready to record. I can iterate with it back and forth. It has all of my brand, all of my brain, all of my target avatars, and all of my channels built into the back end. And then as you can see here, it's waiting on the finished video. So once I record it and I send it off to the editor, which is still the user's, responsibility, then I can say, okay, this one's waiting on the finished video. I can go into the next one and go from there. But then it asks me one final time for approval. It'll run it through our compliance robot, which has equal housing. It has your commission position statements for your state built into it, as well as RESPA and some other things. So we are going to be giving you the opportunity to not have to go through it with a fine-tooth comb. Now you do have to finally approve it, because obviously if you're posting it or HIVO is doing it on your behalf, then we will be ready to go. But as you can see here, these ones that have posted have my script in it. It has hook options. It has caption drafts. It has descriptions. And then it has a thumbnail concept as well for this one because this is on the YouTube side. So we're good to go there. And then I would just hit, okay, that looks good, approve it. It has the video built in, and it 100% will then go post it, right? So if I go over here to the 3 mistakes Denver buyers make most that cost them thousands, and I come over to my YouTube channel, I can show you that it was posted. And so that is exactly what we're looking for when it comes to HIVO AI. It's going to optimize it. It's going to do all of that. But the beauty is when you have this content and it's up and running, it's going to give you a lot at first. But the beauty is once this content is posted and out there, then HIVO has a built-in channel auditor. It's going to audit your channel every single week, see what hit, what didn't hit, and it's going to continue to ideate with you through the process using the analytics. And essentially all you have to do is record the video and edit it. After you've approved the scripts, it'll build those out in a short amount of time and you will be ready to go. This is something that my team and I have been working on. And if you are interested in learning more, please comment HIVO below or simply book a real estate agent game plan call with me and we can talk you through, is this the right time? Are you ready? And see if we can save you a seat in our beta test, which should be launching shortly or maybe already is. So if you're interested in learning more about HIVO, please reach out. So the big win here is your time. This is exactly what we want to do. We want to make sure that we are operating at the highest level using AI as something that props you up and doesn't affect your mental health, your day-to-day. Why does solving this infrastructure problem matter so much right now? Because future clients are doing their research in the shadows. They're watching your shorts, your YouTube videos, and your Instagram reels for 6 months before they ever submit a form, send a DM, request a buyer's guide. In 2026, if you are silent because you didn't have time to outline a video or write a caption, you are invisible to the modern buyer and seller. You cannot afford to let operational friction keep you a secret. It is time to stop trying to motivate your way into consistency. Build the system. If you're a serious agent who wants to build a true content machine around your voice and your local market, click the link in the description to get discounted beta access to HIVO AI right now. And if you're looking at your business and realizing you need help building the entire system, your production, your wealth building, and your content, click the link, book the one-on-one game plan call. We can walk through all of it and we can see what best suits you. The manual process to get up and running and get everything going, or the fully automated social media manager that can absolutely take so much off of your plate, save you money on VAs, save you money on everything that is involved in the social media process. And we can see if HIVO AI is right for you. Let me know. Can't wait to see you inside, and we'll talk to you on the next one.